Listen, not to my voice, but to the silence that follows it. In that silence lies the only version of you that is truly safe. As you sit here, watching this, you're beginning to realize a hard, cold truth. The moment you speak your intentions, you surrender your throne. You give the world a weapon, and then you act surprised when it's used against you. Most people are addicted. They are junkies for the applause of an audience that hasn't even seen the performance yet. They trade their grand future victory for a fleeting, cheap moment of social validation. They scream their dreams from the rooftops, not realizing that every word is a leak in their ship. But you are different. You are here because you felt that invisible friction. You've noticed how the world seems to conspire against you the very second you reveal your path. You've seen your plans wither once they were exposed to the light of other people's opinions. Today, we enter the fog. Not the fog of confusion, but the strategic fog of the elite. Today, you will learn why the most dangerous man in the room is the one who says absolutely nothing, and exactly how you can become a ghost that no one, and I mean no one, can strike. Why does your silence feel like a personal threat to others? It's simple, because they cannot control what they cannot see. When you reveal your next move, you aren't just sharing, you are providing a detailed map to your own destruction. You are inviting the envy of the weak and the cold, hard calculations of the predator. Robert Greene's law number 3 is not a suggestion. It is a law of survival. Conceal your intentions. Most people fail because they are too fragile to handle the vacuum of mystery. They feel the need to explain, to justify, to be understood. But understand this, clarity for them is a death sentence for you. If they have no clue what you are up to, they cannot prepare a defense. They cannot plant the seeds of doubt in your mind. They cannot sabotage a target they cannot find. You aren't just staying quiet, you are creating a strategic void where their expectations go to die. Every time you explain yourself to someone who hasn't earned that knowledge, you leak authority. You become predictable. You become a data point in someone else's algorithm. And in the high-stakes game of life in 2026, predictability is the only sin that is never forgiven. You aren't being private. You are becoming unpredictable. And unpredictability is the purest form of power. The Stoic sage does not seek approval. He seeks effectiveness. He understands that every ounce of energy spent explaining himself is an ounce of energy stolen from his execution. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, wrote in his journals that the mind should be like a massive promontory against which the waves continually break. It stands unmoved, and around it, the foaming waters subside into silence. This is your new blueprint. To win in a world of noise, you must adopt the ghost mindset. Success is not a sound you make. It is a cold, hard result that speaks with a voice louder than any boast. Think of the Grand Master at the chessboard. He doesn't announce his strategy. He doesn't tell his opponent he plans to seize the center or trap the queen. Instead, he creates a series of subtle misdirections. He makes his opponent look at the left flank while the killing blow is being prepared on the right. By the time the opponent realizes the intention, the game is already over. This is the strategic fog. It is the art of being present in the room, but absent from their calculations. When you move in silence, you aren't just hiding. You are building an invisible fortress. You are becoming a moving target. In the eyes of the world, you become a mystery, and mystery creates a unique form of gravity. People are drawn to what they cannot fully understand, yet they are terrified to cross it. You no longer play the game by their rules. You don't respond to their provocations. You don't leak your joy when you succeed, and you don't broadcast your pain when you fail. You become an enigma, a ghost in the machine of their social expectations. And a ghost cannot be struck, because a ghost has no fixed form for them to hit. Now, let's peel back the skin and look at the neurobiology of why your mouth is often your own worst executioner. There is a phenomenon in psychology called identity signaling. When you share your grand ambitions with others, your brain receives a premature hit of dopamine. It's a chemical reward for work you haven't even started. To your primitive biological system, the social recognition feels exactly like the actual achievement. The result, the hunger vanishes. The biological drive to actually do the work is replaced by the shallow satisfaction of having talked about it. This is why so many visionaries spend their lives in coffee shops describing a future they will never build. They are dopamine junkies, hooked on the cheap high of potential. But high performers, the 1% of the 1%, operate on a different chemical frequency. They guard their energy like a sacred dying fire. They understand that focus is a finite resource. Every time you engage in the validation trap, you are leaking your life force into the void. Consider the metaphor of the seed. For a seed to become a massive oak, it requires the cold, oppressive darkness of the earth. It needs the silence of the soil to build its internal structures, to push its roots deep into the dark. If you dig it up every single day just to show the neighbors how much it has grown, it will wither and die before it ever sees the sun. Your greatness is that seed. It requires the darkness of privacy to take root. In the realm of dark psychology, privacy is not just a defense mechanism, it is a tool of cultivation. By keeping your moves hidden, you are allowing your intentions to ferment, to grow stronger, to become undeniable. You are trading the likes of today for the empire of tomorrow. As you listen to this, you may start to feel a shift in your perspective. You'll begin to see every status update and every announcement for what it truly is, a confession of weakness, a plea for a stranger's permission to exist. But you are moving past that now. You are realizing that true power doesn't need to be seen to be felt.
It is felt in the vacuum you leave behind.
As you prepare to step back into the world beyond this screen, you will find that the old you, the one who craved to be understood, the one who leaked energy for a nod of approval, feels like a suit you have simply outgrown. Starting today, you will move differently. You will stop justifying your existence to people who do not have a seat at your table. When they ask you about your progress, give them a shadow. When they probe for your plans, give them a smile that says everything and reveals absolutely nothing. You are not a character in their narrative. You are the silent architect of your own. As you embrace this silence, you will begin to notice a strange, almost magnetic shift. Your power will grow in direct proportion to your privacy. Your focus will sharpen into a blade. People will treat you with a new, instinctive kind of respect, the heavy, cautious respect the world reserves for the unknown. You are no longer a victim of the noise. You are the stillness at the center of the storm. Stay invisible. Stay dangerous. Move in the fog, build in the dark, and let your absolute success be the only noise they are ever allowed to hear. The game is yours, and they don't even know you've started playing. Until next time, stay in the shadow.